Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat here today with a Toonami news update. That being that we finally have an air date for Fena Pirate Princess, and as I predicted, it is going to be on August 14th. It has been announced to debut at midnight, which is interesting because that is usually where My Hero Academia airs. And although, as a caveat, it was announced to be a 1 hour premiere, so that means it's very well plausible for just 1 week it will be on at midnight and 12:30, and then it would flip to 12:30 the following week. But we don't have the schedule yet for August 21st and onwards, so that's really just speculation at this point. But the official trailer, dropped for Fena Pirate Princess, and basically it fills in a bit more information about the show, particularly about the whole connection between the whole, oh, she's, well, it was kind of a fake out because we're led to believe, oh, she's gonna get married, but then this trailer's like, oh, no, 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 this is just her debutante ball she escaped from, and then she becomes a pirate, and they kind of connected those two a bit, and basically kind of explained the plot of she gets a stone, and she needs to be able to figure out what the stone means in order to find her family again that she lost when she was a young girl. And honestly, that just kind of feels pretty boilerplate to me as a plot. But at the same time, maybe it will wow me. And the animation, oh boy, the animation, I'm gonna say actually looked better with like the weird preview trailer we got like a year ago than it does now. When they get this fully animated, like especially when they do like these like close up shots, the animation, I'm gonna have a picture. I don't know if I'm gonna show it first, but one of the two pictures I'm gonna have for this video is gonna be like a close-up shot of like Fena's face. It you cannot tell me that does not look like it was inspired by Rooster Teeth something. Like looked bad. And at the same time too, and I know I'm a bit spoiled because the last Toonami related animation update we got was Uzumaki, and that was absolutely beautiful. So honestly, anything by comparison to that is gonna look bad. But I feel like even in particular, this did not look good. And I have a feeling that is going to be an issue we will ultimately end up seeing when the anime comes out. Because at the same time, it might ring a little suspicious that this anime didn't get really delayed that much. Like when it got announced, we knew 2021 it's going to air. We didn't give any specifics at that time about when it's going to air. And we learned like a month or so ago, oh, summer 2021 at ONSI, and we are going to get it summer 2021, which that's a good thing. And normally it's a good thing, but considering that the other shows around it are getting pushed back, maybe there's a reason why this wasn't. And I think that would be shown in the quality of the animation, which I'm a little sketch on based on this trailer. And at the same time, too, it really feels like it's gonna be interesting to see because like on the other picture I'm gonna show, probably the first one I'm gonna show is the poster that was posted by Crunchyroll. The second one's gonna be the Rooster Teeth animation, whatever thing. First one, and the characters, I'm interested to see who these characters are in a way. It feels like they're all gonna fit into these like tropes of like the best female friend of the female protagonist character. And then you have looks like two characters are gonna be Twiddly D and Twiddly Dumbass here. The two brown haired guys on the right. And then of course, wouldn't be a Disney movie without a freaking magic pet or whatever, so we get this like dog down here at the corner. I don't know. At the same time, as much as I really want to be optimistic for this, and this can still blow me away, this animation does have a shot. I'm not gonna be, oh, it's gonna be horrible. I could see it being an amazing show. Although all the warning signs for me are starting to ring here, and I'm a bit worried. And at the same time, like I said, now back onto the scheduling part of it that I kind of briefly mentioned at the beginning. It will be a 1 hour premiere on August 14th at midnight. So, and some people mentioned like this means that we're going to have back-to-back weeks of Toonami without My Hero Academia, which has become the flagship show of Toonami over the past couple months or so. And considering that we're not that far off of the Funimation dub, there's some risk that people will just decide, well, I don't want to wait 3 weeks for My Hero Academia. I'm just going to watch the Funimation dub. And that's always a risk that Toonami has to play in this streaming era. An era in which Toonami has fallen well behind in. And again, and maybe this ends up being a thing, but ultimately this might be a smart move because I feel like, especially considering this is a Toonami original and that they've got much, much, much more money invested in this show than they have in getting the rights to air something like My Hero Academia, it might be for the best to just throw your chips on the table day one and hope for the best. Throw it up front, people watch it, be like, oh, I wanted My Hero Academia, what's this? And then like get them like engrossed in it. And that could work, you know. And Toonami, I'll say 2 for 3 in terms of getting people to actually watch their original or co-produced shows. With Space Dandy doing pretty well, and even Fully Coolly Progressive. Some of the first few episodes of that show had like really good ratings, especially the fan service episode. No surprise there, with the one loser being Fully Coolly Alternative, which no one watched at the time. And like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see, well, how well does Fena Pirate Princess do? Because this is the first of like the long-awaited Toonami originals that's finally coming to air. So it looks like we've been building up to this for, well, for Fena Pirate Princess' sake, about a year. I think it was like late summer 2020 when we got the announcement about Fena Pirate Princess. But for Toonami originals, especially with, let's say, this new era Toonami original started the announcement of Uzumaki coming to Toonami. That's actually 2 full years ago at this point. This is like the first culmination point of that, you know. And it'll be interesting to see if this ends up being a success or a failure for Toonami. I'm honestly not going to be that optimistic. Again, the premise seems boilerplate enough that people would be into it, but at the same time, too boilerplate for it to ever stand out. And I feel like when I do my best and worst of Toonami list at the end of the year, that's my statement about Fena Pirate Princess. It might be so boilerplate, it doesn't make either list. So, what do you guys think? Are you excited, optimistic for Fena Pirate Princess? Leave your comments, leave your opinions down below. Leave your opinions down below, of course. I'm the Super Orange Cat, and that is all.